choice but to shut down the company
Right.
and actually go and start another studio.
Start up.
And that's not unheard of either. So anyway, the business tactics of it are really shitty, for one thing. And what ends up happening a lot of times otherwise is you get a case of a studio saying, yeah, we can build this for you, and then getting dicked around so much in the creative process that the game ends up a fucking mishmash. Oh, it has to have this. Oh, it has to have that because our demographic has shown this or that. Like, if the publisher has the way of dicking your sauce, they totally will stir it.
Mm.
They'll make a fucking whirlpool in there, and you'll drown in it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and there's too many cases of it. EA being one of the worst for it. ZeniMax conversely doesn't kill studios. It buys them out. You know, and that's just it. They don't kill off companies by doing what EA says. Hey, how about you make that game worth $10? I'll give you $5.
Right. Yeah.
You know, or they'll do the classic. It's a sort of Hollywood trick where we'll pay you X amount in royalties, right? But it's not off gross, it's off net.
Right.
Okay, for example. And so what ends up happening is with some creative accounting, oh, it lost money.
Yeah.
So we can't give you anything. You actually, according to this fine print, you owe us.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Shysters.
Mm-hmm. No, business is horrifying that way.
Yeah.
And that's why it's funny. That's why, and this goes into digital currencies for a moment, but that's why the app trade on phones is amazing because you can self-publish. $25, you self-publish. Google puts your shit on there automatically. It sells. They take a cut, give you the rest. Everyone's happy, right? Simple. Same thing with Steam. They take a huge cut, but you'll always get your cut.
Yeah.
You know, all right. It's the mob, but what? It's less than you're getting 60%, isn't you?
We love you, Valve. Don't kill us.
Don't you complain, eh? You don't know how good you got it. Oh man, it's funny, but yeah, that's just it. If you want to be independent, no problem. But we're gonna make money off you.
Cost you.
Yeah, exactly. It'll cost you. It's not as bad as the Apple market, mind you. The Apple market, if you want to put something on the market, it has to go through a bit of a rigmarole, and that's on top of a $100 license fee.
Oh, right. I remember you were looking at attempting to buy it. You're like,
Oh
it,
well,
it's
not an Apple side of things. I am a licensed Android developer.
Yeah,
There's no issue there.
Yeah.
But that license is $25.
Mm.
Conversely, it's a quarter of what Apple wants for the same privilege.
And then they get their, like you said, their fingers are in your pocket still. And you get 70%, 80% of your.
It's truth. It's truth. Actually, I think they only take 10%.
Fine percent.
What would an XP Fairy app really do, though? What would an XP Fairy app do? I do have an idea for an app, a web app, something similar to Streamlabs, actually. My Streamlabs is the web service that I use for my follow alerts and such and so forth. So this is like when somebody follows me, it goes, etc., follows and plays a little music there. And that's coming from a website. And all it is you configure your shit, okay, and then launch a window. And that window sits there with a bright green background. And of course, you translucent that out, or chroma key it out. So the green disappears, and then whatever. If only. Unfortunately, phones don't vibrate that hard. And when they vibrate, they go in all directions. They don't just go up and down. Although, I mean, really, you could at that point sell a toilet paper roll with a little bit of plastic on the inside
They have
as a peripheral.
a tablet attachment for pocket pussies.
Oh, I've seen this. No, I know all about this stuff.
Yeah.
You go to fucking Pornhub. They had this on Reddit. They're like, check this out. We got this thing. Fucking straight up. Videos have a little, like they have a VR button. So if you're on VR, no problem. You just press this button and you got it right in your face, buddy. We got you covered. But now you got a pocket pussy, no problem. Just plug in, click this button, and we got you covered, buddy. Oh my goodness.
Oh, man, So.
It's still not the oddest sexual device I've ever seen, though. It's still not. I look at that as like the natural march of time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can have remote sex. Oh God, that's another thing, right? There are okay. Dildonics is a field.
Okay.
That is the field of fake cock.
I'm a dildo rocket scientist.
I am not even kidding. All right, this is what Dildonics is, and so
embedded in the
teledildonics is the fucking term for it. That's right. I just see he's fucking Johnny's like, I know all about this.
This is dream job.
This is my fucking dream job, man. Are you kidding? Holy! What do? I invented the pocket pussy. Why do you say it like that? Why have you never? Because I didn't invent the remote pussy.
Yeah.
And so teledildonics in this case, it's a field where you have a cock that is remotely linked to a fake pussy.
Right.
And what it does is the fake pussy moves as the dildo's moving.
Okay.
And I don't know if it goes the other way. I haven't read up on it all the way, or if I did, I've forgotten most of it. Let's be honest. There's so much in this world. But point being is that, as you might imagine, this allows a couple. It allows a couple to fuck remotely and thus help the relationship survive distance. You know, and that's how it was marketed. It is years old. It's actually this came out like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, some while ago, and I can only imagine how advanced the tech has become. But the point of this is that a natural course of it was cam girls, okay, providing a link that they can use. Yeah, it was in Maryland. But cam girls are providing a link to their teledildo. And as a guy, you can now fuck that chick remotely, along with everybody else. And that's really like the most incredible gangbang that I've ever heard of.
It's the safest sex you can have.
I know, right? It's just, it makes you think of Demolition Man. Demolition. Yeah, you don't even have to be in the same fucking area code. Never mind the same country. You can be on the moon. And no, I mean, really, there's nothing stopping your wife from handing that code out to a bunch of different guys.
This is so true.
I wouldn't doubt that there's subscription systems built into these things. But on Pornhub, yeah, on the cam girls say, click.
My turn.
Oh, man, that's so true. It's so true. I mean, naturally brings me to the course of what I seen came out of Japan, who, big surprise, are the first ones coming out with sex dolls, sex cyborgs.
Robots, yeah.
And it was wild, actually. There was they had an expo of it, and they had a fucking bot there with a pussy. Apparently it had to get shut down because somebody fucked it to death or something like that.
Fuck.
So, or it just got fucked to death, and it's like that's crazy to me. That's insane. I don't know if there's legitimacy to that or if it got debunked or whatnot. I didn't look into it, but that one was a little out there.
Out there.
Imagine the nasty computer viruses you can get. Makes me think of what I tell people about browsing online. You know, the truth is, you got to be careful online. You know, it's like sex. If you have sex unprotected online, you can't get a virus. You know, and so if you invite that into your computer, it's on you. Right? You contract a virus that way. Although I have to say, to their credit, all the reputable streaming services have zero. Like, you don't have to worry about anything that way. They vet their shit. They take it really seriously. It's pretty wild to see. In fact, they have become relatively mainstream, as one might imagine. You know, if something is in your face constantly. I mean, fucking masturbating on one another is becoming mainstream through the efforts of Louis C.K. Oh, there's just a little bit of static in the lines. But
Death by snooze.
you want to go out later and Louis C.K. on people? We'll tell them about how we feel so powerful. Where the hell was I going with this? Fuck. Probably better left alone. Anyway, Japan's messed up that way.
Yes.
And I love it for it.
Oh, yes.
Land of drifting and
Don't stop.
and highly advanced cyborg sex.
Anytime.
Don't ever change, Japan.
Stay classy.
That's right.
I'm getting paged. I gotta cut it short and get going. Oh, I gotta go do dinner and yeah, fuck.
Fair enough. Food's probably ready.
Yeah, you guys eating soon too?
I would assume so. There's nothing. Those up there.
Jealous. Everybody cooks me dinner. I'm always doing the cooking. It was good seeing you again.
Yeah. Nice of you to visit.
Just trying to make it a little more recent.
Mm-hmm. Maybe next time we'll have the Gran Turismo Sports set up.
I mean, I'll shoot you a text to see what you're up to.
Yeah, do so. If nothing else, we can make this an hourly, daily thing. Daily, hourly. And go through some of my plans and do. You can't play, but you can sit on some idea sessions.
I'm done with that.
Cool.
I don't know, like I said, I'm up in a month, and then other than work, I don't really know. So I probably can become a regular again eventually.
How long do you have off from school?
22nd I'm out, and then I'm back in the workforce. I just gotta start thinking about what I want to do with myself.
Oh, that's it for school?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was that, a year?
7 months.
Oh, fuck. I thought you were in for 2 years.
No. I gotta get the hours and then...
Oh, that's right. You gotta get out into the workforce, get your hours, and then you can go and apply for your Germanship.
Yeah.
You apply for it or you just get it?
No, you have to do 4 years worth of hours, and then I think you do the tests every year. Like you need to get 14 or 1,500 hours and then complete the test, and then you get the next year. 1,500 hours, complete the test, 4 years, and then journeyman.
Okay. Right. So currently apprentice mechanic.
Yeah.
Very good.
So I decide what I want
And it
to
has
do.
to be official. It can't be like tree shade shit, eh?
No, that's the thing, right? Like, I mean, even like lube shops do it though. Like, I know guys working at Mr. Lube, they're getting hours.
Yeah, but they're getting fuck all for money too. They're making what,
$12.
$12 an hour? Yeah. I mean, you learn something there, but you don't want to be doing that shit.
No, God no.
Fuck.
I want to.
You know what? You know what you could do? If you look into what it takes for a commercial mechanics license or something like that, I don't know if you need anything special for this, but what if you just went out freelance and you could just get your hours doing that tree shade shit, be a mobile mechanic?
I think you need a journeyman though. You have to be working with a journeyman to get the actual hours. So if you hired, like, start your own business, hire a journeyman.
Yeah.
Just paying him his wage basically.
Yeah, no, and that's just it. You can get more than 12 an hour flipping burgers these days. In somebody, but then nobody wants that job. In your case, you're educated and doing the job. The problem is your class had a fucking waiting list,
Yeah.
which is crazy, you know. And half of those guys might fail, but the other half are now apprentice mechanics in the workforce, and that's just so. You saying you're having trouble with the electrical math?
I'm not struggling as much as I put on, but it's the toughest subject. They used to do it before in the curriculum where that was the first thing you started to wean like out people, and they've made it the last subject this year. But I know, like you said, half the class is already failing, so it's like this is kind of just the final nail on the coffin.
How could you fail at mechanics?
You need 70%. There's some guys in there that aren't. It's a lot of like once you get to the tests, right? People aren't the greatest that way.
I don't know. The way I see it, if you're into something for a post-secondary position, you take it pretty fucking seriously.
There's a couple.
I watched my buddy Jeremy there. He went and got his bachelor's in applied sciences.
Really?
That did it with a family, 2 kids, and a job.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just did it.
Yeah.
You know, 4 years of school.
Yeah.
Got his iron ring on his pinky, and he still works at the same trailer hitch shop. Okay. The owner there's a nice guy, but I mean, he right? Bachelor's in art history. It's just the thing.
It's true.
I can't remember how the joke goes, but it's something to the effect of, where do you find the fellow with the medical degree? The hospital. Where do you find the guy with the welding degree? The metal shop. Where do you find the guy with the history degree? High school. Where do you find the guy with the art degree? Subway.
And the fucking costs for an art class, man, are ridiculous.
Well, if you can land the gig,
Yeah.
there's potential.
Yeah.
But unless you're going to some crazy prestigious place where
Yeah.